Fall is almost here, so let's start off right by making a crochet granny square bandana. We will start off by doing a magic circle. Chain 1, and now do 12 double crochet inside that magic circle. Now we are going to slip stitch on that second chain in the chain 2 that we made at the beginning. Chain 1 and fasten off. We are going to add our second color by chaining 2 in a random stitch. In that same stitch, we are going to start our first bobble stitch. Yarn over and insert your hook into that same stitch. You're going to yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. And you're going to continue this for 4 times. You should have 4 loops on your hook, and you are going to yarn over and pull through. Chain 3. Going a little bit slower this time, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Do this another 4 times. Now we should have 5 loops on our hook. Yarn over and pull through all 5 loops and chain 3. Continue this pattern of bobble stitch and chain 3 for the next 10 stitches. Now that we are done with our 12 petals, we should have ended with a chain 3. We are going to slip stitch in that second chain that is on the chain 2 at the beginning of the row. chain 1 and fasten off. In the chain 3 space, we are going to start doing a cluster of 3 double crochet. So start off by chaining 2, and now do 3 double crochet in that same chain space. In the next chain 3 space, we are going to do another cluster of 3 double crochet. Now, in the next chain 3 space, we are going to actually make a corner. So we are going to do 3 double crochet, and after we're done with the 3 double crochet, we are going to chain 3. Now do another cluster of 3 double crochet in that same chain 3 space. Do 3 double crochet in the next 2 chain 3 spaces. We are now going to make another corner. So again, 3 double crochet, chain 3, and another 3 double crochet in that chain 3 space. Continue this pattern and you should end on a corner. I'm just going to finish up my corner section. I'm going to do the 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet in that last chain 3 space. Now going to finish my piece by slip stitching in that second chain on the chain 2 in the beginning and chaining 1. Now I'm going to fasten off. Do another 5 granny squares for a total of 6. We are now moving on to the half granny squares. Start off by doing a magic circle and chaining 1. Now make 6 double crochet inside the magic circle. We are going to add our new color by finding our first stitch of the round and chaining 4. Going back into that first stitch again, we are going to do a bobble stitch and chain 3. Do that for the next 4 stitches. The sixth stitch, we are going to do a bobble stitch, but then we are going to chain 4 instead of chain 3. Make a slip stitch in that same space as the bobble stitch. Chain 1 and fasten off. Insert your hook into that first chain 3 space. Chain 2 with a new color. In that same chain 3 space, we are going to do 3 double crochet. In the next chain 3 space, do another 3 double crochet. In the next chain 3 space, we are going to work a corner, so do 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet in the same space. Do 3 double crochet in the next 2 chain 3 spaces. In the chain 4 space, we are going to do another corner. So do your 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet. We are going to add 3 double crochet into that first side of the magic circle, so going around the closest double crochet to the hook. Now let's add 3 double crochet to the other side of the magic circle. That will most likely be a chain 2 that we will be inserting our hook into. We will finish off by doing the last corner stitch. So do your 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet. We will finish our half granny square by slip stitching in the second chain on the chain 2. Chain 1 and fasten off. You will need another 3 of these half granny squares, so a total of 4. Now let's join our crochet granny squares together to make our bandana by using the flat stitch crochet join. You're going to want to lay your bandana out the way that you will be joining them together and then taking the first 2 crochet granny squares. Find that second chain on the corner of the granny square It's going to be the middle or second chain, and we are going to be inserting our hook into that bottom loop of the chain. And we are going to only use the bottom loops of the stitches on the granny square to join. Find the bottom loop of the middle chain on the other granny square and insert your hook into that bottom loop as well. We are now going to get the color that we are going to join the crochet granny squares together with, and you're going to bring that along the bottom of the granny squares. You're going to yarn over and pull through both of those loops that we have our crochet hooks in, and you're going to chain one. We are going to insert our hook into the bottom loop of the next stitch on that right granny square, and then the left. Continue this pattern going up. You want to start on the right and then the left, using only the bottom loops of the stitches of the granny square. I will not lie, this join can be a little bit tricky to do sometimes. It's difficult to hold with your hands, but as long as you continue to practice, you should get it. To join the next two granny squares to the two granny squares we just joined, we are going to insert our hook into the bottom loops of that middle chain or the second chain on that crochet granny square on the right and then the left. When you get to the end of this row, chain one and fasten off, and then start on your next rows. When it comes to the crossing section of the joining lines, all you have to do is insert your hook through that joining line that we are crossing, and you are going to slip stitch and then continue up the row with the bottom loops of the crochet granny squares. Every now and then, check your bandana and make sure that you have all the pieces in the right places. We're going to add ties at each corner of the bandana. So we are going to insert our hook in that corner chain space and chain 40. To fasten off the ties, simply cut your strand and pull as tight as you possibly can. Weave in all your ends and you are done.